Picture this. Sarah, a marketing manager, starts her day with the best intentions. She has a to-do list a mile long and feels ready to tackle it. But as soon as she sits down at her desk, chaos ensues. Her phone buzzes with notifications. Emails flood her inbox. Colleagues pop by her desk for quick chats that turn into hour-long discussions. Before she knows it, it's lunchtime, and she hasn't made a dent in her important tasks. This scenario isn't unique to Sarah. It's the reality for millions of workers worldwide. In our hyper-connected world, distractions are everywhere. The average office worker checks their email 74 times a day and switches tasks every 11 minutes. But it doesn't have to be this way. It's called deep work, and it's revolutionizing how people approach their professional lives. Deep work is the ability to focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It's about producing your best work, the kind that creates real value and is hard to replicate. In a world full of shallow work, deep work is more valuable than ever. The benefits of deep work are numerous and significant. It dramatically increases your productivity. When you're in a state of deep work, you're able to accomplish more in less time. Deep work also leads to higher quality output. It can also lead to greater job satisfaction and a sense of fulfillment. This state of flow, as psychologists call it, is intrinsically rewarding. To engage in deep work, you need the right environment. This doesn't necessarily mean a fancy office or expensive equipment. What it does mean is a space that's conducive to focus and free from distractions. For some, this might be a quiet room at home. For others, it could be a favorite corner in a library or a local coffee shop with good Wi-Fi and minimal noise. The key is to find a space where you can work uninterrupted for extended periods. Once you've found your ideal space, make it sacred. This means setting clear boundaries with others. If you're working from home, let family members know that when you're in your workspace, you're not to be disturbed unless it's an emergency. If you're in an office, use visual cues like headphones or a do not disturb sign to signal to colleagues that you're in deep work mode. Your deep work sanctuary should also be equipped with everything you need for your work session. Not all tasks are created equal. To make the most of your deep work sessions, it's crucial to prioritize your tasks effectively. This means identifying which tasks will have the most significant impact on your goals and focusing your deep work time on these high-value activities. Start by listing all your tasks and categorizing them. Which tasks require deep focus and complex thinking? These are your deep work candidates. Which tasks are more routine or administrative? These can often be handled during periods of shallower focus. By clearly distinguishing between these types of tasks, you can allocate your time and energy more effectively. Ask yourself, if this was the only thing I accomplished today, would I be satisfied with my day? These high-impact tasks should be your priority during deep work sessions. Be ruthless in your prioritization. Section 5. Eliminating distractions, the key to focus. Distractions are the arch nemesis of deep work. In our hyper-connected world, they're everywhere. The ping of a new email, the buzz of a text message, the lure of social media. All these can pull us out of our focus and into the shallow waters of distraction. To truly engage in deep work, we must learn to eliminate these distractions. Start with your digital environment. Turn off notifications on your phone and computer. Use apps that block distracting websites during your work hours. If possible, consider using a separate device for work that doesn't have social media or other distracting apps installed. By silencing them, you're protecting your ability to focus. Next, tackle your physical environment. Clear your workspace of anything not related to the task at hand. A cluttered desk can be a visual distraction, pulling your attention away from your work. Combat internal distractions by keeping a notepad nearby to jot down distracting thoughts. Section 6. Transforming work habits, success stories. Let's look at some real-life examples of people who have transformed their work lives through deep work. Take John, a software developer who used to struggle with constant interruptions. He implemented a strict no meetings before noon policy and dedicated his mornings to deep work. The result? He completed complex coding tasks in half the time it used to take him, and his overall job satisfaction skyrocketed. Then there's Maria, a writer who was struggling to finish her novel while working a full-time job. She started waking up an hour earlier each day to engage in deep work before her regular job. By protecting this time and treating it as sacred, she was able to finish her first draft in just 6 months. These success stories aren't outliers. They're examples of what's possible when you commit to deep work. Section 7. Scheduling deep work, making it a habit. Implementing deep work isn't about waiting for the perfect moment of inspiration. It's about creating a habit, a routine that becomes as natural as brushing your teeth. The key is to schedule your deep work sessions and stick to them religiously. Treat these blocks of time as you would any other important commitment. Start by identifying your peak productivity hours. For many, this is in the morning, but it can vary from person to person. Once you know when you're at your best, block out this time for deep work. Be specific in your calendar. Don't just label it work time. Instead, write deep work, Project X, or focused writing. Chapter 3. Consider starting with shorter deep work sessions and gradually increasing their duration. Remember, deep work is like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Section 8. The power of an organized workspace. Your physical environment plays a crucial role in your ability to engage in deep work. An organized workspace isn't just about aesthetics, it's about creating an environment that supports focus and productivity. Start by decluttering your workspace. Remove anything that's not essential for your work. Consider the ergonomics of your workspace as well. An uncomfortable chair or a poorly positioned monitor can be a constant source of distraction. Invest in a good chair, position your screen at eye level, and ensure your keyboard and mouse are at a comfortable height. Section 9. Embracing deep work. Your journey begins. You've now learned about the power of deep work and the strategies to implement it in your life. But knowledge alone isn't enough. The real magic happens when you put these principles into practice. Your journey to mastering deep work starts now, with the decision to make a change in how you approach your work. Start small. Don't try to overhaul your entire work life overnight. Begin by scheduling 1 or 2 deep work sessions in the coming week. Protect this time fiercely. Turn off notifications, find a quiet space, and focus on a single important task. Notice how it feels to work without distractions. As you incorporate these practices into your life, you'll likely find that you're not just more productive, but also more satisfied with your work.